What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be talking about Nintendo's 2026. We're going to be talking about what's confirmed, my thoughts on what's confirmed, and my predictions. So let's dive into it. Okay, let me say what's confirmed first. Early 2026, meaning January, February, and March, we're going to have Animal Crossing Switch 2 update, Mario Tennis Fever, the Virtual Boy, and Pokemon Poketopia. And then, moving on to the spring, we're going to have Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, Tomodachi Life, Super Mario Bros. Wonder Switch 2 Edition, and the Talking Flower toy you'll be able to purchase. Then, in late 2026, we are going to have Fire Emblem, Rhythm Heaven Groove, and Splatoon Raiders. So, what we know so far is pretty interesting, to say the least. Some other things we probably will see in 2026 will be Pokemon Generation 10. It's basically confirmed at this point, and I've already made several videos talking about it. But Generation 10 will probably come late this year. Also, the Mario movie comes out this year, so that is also big for Nintendo. Okay, now I'm going to tell you my thoughts on each game we know. Animal Crossing Switch 2 Edition, I kind of don't know how I feel about it, because I'm not really an Animal Crossing fan, so this doesn't really interest me, but I've always considered getting into New Horizons. So there's one part of me that thinks I should get it. It's, a Switch 2 Edition, so you can get into New Horizons, but also you can play a Switch 2 version. But then I debate if I'd even be into Animal Crossing altogether. So, Animal Crossing New Horizons, kind of mixed feelings for me, and I'm unsure how I feel on it. The Switch 2 update, at least. Mario Tennis Fever, it seems really interesting, but it's another one where I just have mixed feelings on it. I mean, I've never played a tennis game before, and I don't really know how I'd get into the genre or anything. So, I'm still on ease if I will get it or not. I might at some point in the Switch 2's life, but definitely not when it comes out or anything. It kind of seems like a good game. But, still just a little worried that it won't live up to expectations, Then we have the Virtual Boy, which is neat, to say the least, and interesting, and I'm not mad at Nintendo for deciding to release it, but I'm not going to be purchasing it. Majority of people won't be purchasing it. It's neat, though, and I don't even think Nintendo should get backlash for this. Everyone's like, this is stupid. Yeah, but why not? There's no reason not to add it, so might as well add it. You can buy the cardboard version or the replica version. So, I'm not gonna get it, but it seems interesting to say the least. And then you have Pokemon Poketopia, and oh my, I'm excited for this game. Very excited. I've made several videos already talking about it. You're welcome to go watch those after this one. Very excited for Pokemon Poketopia. Like I said, I've always wanted to get in, the Animal Crossing genre, and I get to do it in, a Pokemon way. I mean, I'm stoked for Pokemon Poketopia. And the one thing I will say is that this is underrated so far, I feel like. I feel like people should be really excited for it, and it feels like no one's really even talking about it. And I've heard a lot of people just add it to the group of games this year that's like, this year won't be interesting. We only have things like Pokemon Poketopia. But in my mind, I'm like, this year will be interesting because we have things like Pokemon Poketopia. I'm very excited for Pokemon Poketopia, and I'm not going to dive too deep into it because I have other videos that you're welcome to go watch, but Pokemon Poketopia, I'm very excited for it. We're moving on to Tomodachi Life. This game never really interests me. I have recently, though, been having some thoughts about maybe getting it. It's a very cozy-looking game. I don't know much about it. I know it was very popular when it came out on the DS. It is not tailored to my interests, so I don't really have much to say about it. Besides, I think it's good that it exists, because I know a lot of people will be happy, but personally, it doesn't interest me too much. But there is still a chance I might get it, but that chance is pretty low. Now we have Super Mario Bros. Wonder Switch 2 Edition, and this one's a little weird to me. It reminds me of Super Mario Party Jamboree Switch 2 Edition, except worse. I actually am one of the few people who loved the Jamboree Switch 2 Edition, but this one does not seem that interesting. Of course, I don't even have Super Mario Bros. Wonder, but the, Switch 2 Edition doesn't seem to add any content that interests me, and I doubt it'll even interest most people. It's like a plaza where you can play mini games, which it doesn't really feel like, Mario, Bros. Wonder, from what I know about the game. And I do think it's supposed to add some new, cool bosses that even might take some inspiration from the Mario movie coming up, but besides the bosses, which I hear the game severely needs, it actually seems like it's going to be pretty lame. Now, I don't know if this even counts, but I did want to mention it. We are also going to be getting, in the spring, the talking flower toy, sculpture thing you can buy. It's not a game, it's just a physical talking flower you can buy that talks to you from Mario Bros. Wonder. Does not interest me. It's neat. I don't even know if I should be mentioning it, but thought I should. Don't really have anything to say about it. Now we're moving on to most people's big first-party game of the year, Fire Emblem. Honestly, I am not a Fire Emblem fan. I tried Fire Emblem Engaged, which I know most people are thinking, that's a terrible way to get into the series, that's not a good game. I didn't know that at the time, and I did not have fun with Engaged. And I know it's known for a bad game, but I personally do not like that type of gameplay style. Not turn-based, but turn-based, grid-based, I hate it. I just do not like playing those games. And that was a big factor, so I don't think I will, ever really be, into Fire Emblem. So, I don't really know what to say about it. I think it's cool, it looks awesome, and I hope it's amazing for all the people who are excited for it, which is a lot of people, but personally, I am just not into the series at all, so we're gonna be moving on. Next game is Rhythm Heaven Groove. I never really saw interest in this, but I do know a lot of people are excited for it. Kind of reminds me of Tomodachi Life. Both kind of same amount of well-knownness and stuff like that. But Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Heaven Groove, I've recently considered maybe getting them when they come out, just because they seem pretty small and won't take that much of my time. Thought might try it. The art style to Rhythm Heaven Groove looks very interesting, and I kind of like the motion of it. It's very rhythm-like, which obviously, but it seems very interesting. I just don't know much about it. So, yeah. Okay, we have Splatoon Raiders, which I am not a Splatoon fan. I don't even have the online Switch membership, so I and wouldn't even be able to enjoy it that much, but I am not interested in Splatoon Raiders at all. Now, I love the idea of it, but I have a tick where I don't like playing one game of a series. I want to play the full series and not just play one game. But since I know I won't like the mainline Splatoon games, then I can't really play the spin-off game because I know I won't go back to the mainline ones. So that's why I just don't think I'd ever play this game. And I actually think it might be overrated. It doesn't look that interesting to me, and I think people might be hyping it up too much. But, oh well. It kind of reminds me of Pokemon Poketopia, where I think Pokemon Poketopia is underrated, and Splatoon Raiders is overrated. So, yeah. Now we have Generation 10 of Pokemon. They will probably finish out the year with this game. Just guessing. It's not officially confirmed, but, we've had some very detailed leaks. We even know the names are probably going to be Wind and Waves. Generation 10 of Pokemon is probably into this year, but heavily confirmed. And because of that, I'm counting it. And I am very excited for it. And the leaks revealed a ton of information. You'll be able to ride your Pokemon that you catch, and they won't be set choices, and it's going to be very tropical, very island-like, and that makes me think of, oh, are you trying to do a Sun and Moon, but better, you wanted Sun and Moon to be more, but you couldn't do that because, you know, well, it was on the DS. Now that you have the powerful Switch 2, you're trying to maybe do a better Sun and Moon. That's just kind of what I'm thinking, if it's going to be, like, island-based. I'm very interested and excited for this. Now, again, technically it's just a leak, but if you haven't heard already, heavily leaked. So, it's basically confirmed for the end of this year, but, you know, I guess technically you should take everything I just said with a grain of salt. And our last confirmed thing for this year is the movie, the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Very excited for this movie. I played Super Mario Galaxy 1 for the first time in 2025, so I'm very, Super Mario Galaxy tuned now. I'll enjoy a lot more of the references. Very excited for the movie. And Yoshi's gonna be in it. Love Yoshi. I've always loved Rosalina. Don't know why, but I have a soft spot for her even before I played Mario Galaxy. So glad to see she's in it. Bowser Jr. looks awesome, which is surprising. So long story short, I'm very excited for the movie. Looks like it's gonna be amazing. And I also think the movie is kind of affecting how Nintendo is releasing their games or putting content in their games. Like, we're getting a Yoshi game kind of close to when Yoshi's going to have an important role in the movie and stuff like that. So, movie is definitely a big deal if you are a fan of Mario in general, I guess. Okay, now we're moving on to my predictions for 2026. And the first thing I'm going to supposedly predict is Luigi's Mansion 4. I have never played a Luigi's Mansion game, but I would like to at some point. So, I think 4 might come out this year. It's been a while. If it does come out, I bet you money it'll be in October. But maybe we could get Luigi's Mansion 4, October. It's possible. I'm just saying. Now, I know I sound really excited for this. Like I said, I've never played one before. So, I don't know if I'd get it or not, but it is a decent prediction of mine. Next thing I would like to predict is Zelda's 40th anniversary. It's this year, 2026. Very exciting. I'm a large fan of Zelda. There's lots of different things, and we're probably going to get multiple things for it. But the one main thing that a lot of people are speculating is that we're getting a Majora's Mask remake. Majora's Mask is known for being one of the best video games of all time, one of the best Zelda games of all time, and since I doubt we'll get a full mainline one, because Tears of the Kingdom was only 3 years ago, so maybe get a Majora's Mask remake. I would probably get it. I am a pretty large Zelda fan. Literally dressed up as Link for Halloween, so trust me, I'm a Zelda fan. So, I would love this to be true, get a Majora's Mask remake. I've never played the OG, so, it would be a full new experience for me. And I bet if any Zelda fans are watching this, they're probably if you've never played the OG, you are, missing out. So, it'd be very exciting if we got a Majora's Mask remake. So I guess that's my next prediction is a Majora's Mask remake. But we will also get other stuff probably for the anniversary. So, I really don't know what else they would do. But they might give Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment a new update, free update, adds new stuff to do. That seems like a decent possibility, and that'd be fun. I think Hyrule Warriors is, an amazing game. Age of Imprisonment is just an amazing game. So, I'm excited to see what they do for the 40th anniversary. My next prediction is that we won't be getting a 3D Mario this year, but it will be announced this year. Maybe if there's a direct middle of the year, I'm guessing that's when the next 3D Mario will be announced, and my prediction is it's announced for 2027. And all my predictions are just guesses. Prediction-wise, I'm just guessing for fun. I don't really have any evidence to support these besides it's been a while since the last game, So, like I said, a lot of this is just me guessing and hoping I'm right. But yeah, my prediction is that middle of this year, we will hear about the next 3D Mario game, and it will release in 2027. My next prediction is I think we will not be getting a Smash Bros. This year, but it will be announced this year, and it will be coming out in 2027. And I know, exact same thing as my 3D Mario, but I do think it's kind of possible. You know, I haven't had a Smash Bros. Game in a while, and I don't think we'll get one this year because Sakurai's been working pretty hard on Kirby Air Riders that came out, so just saying that I do think we will get a Smash Bros. Game in 2027, and we will hear about it in, like, late 2026. That is just my prediction, complete guess, but if we do get a Smash Bros. Game, I do think it will be not have as many characters, and it will focus more on the individual attacks and movesets as the characters. And I did not like World of Light, so hopefully it has a better story mode. My next prediction, which this one I think is the most likely out of all my predictions, and we will probably get Mario Kart World DLC. It might be paid, it might not. I do think we will get paid DLC at some point, but for this year, I think it might be free DLC. And it's going to be like a big update, a lot bigger than what we've had before. My best guess is maybe adding a new NPC character, adding new costumes, probably to Donkey Kong and Pauline, because they only have 2, and they can add some and get some from Bonanza. So, you know, and I also think we're probably going to get more Knockout Tour cups, and we're going to get like a new section of the island. That is my prediction. Those are going to be the only things in the update, and like I said, my prediction is this will be free, but we will get paid DLC at some point down the line. And I think it will come out around June 5th, because that will be the 1-year anniversary for the Switch 2 and Mario Kart World. So I think as like a 1-year, celebration, big free update to Mario Kart World. That's my prediction. Now I want to talk about some games that I think could be getting some Switch 2 editions. That being Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. That will get a Switch 2 edition. And I think that for the Switch 1, the more recent Switch 1 games are more likely to get Switch 2 editions. That just makes sense. And that one's pretty new, so I do think that will get a Switch 2 edition. That's my prediction. My other game that I'm predicting will get a Switch 2 edition will be Mario and Luigi Brothership. Since that's on the newer side of Switch 1 games, I think it's a great candidate for getting a Switch 2 edition, and maybe in the process they could actually make it a fun game. So, who knows. But yeah, those are the games that I think could get Switch 2 editions. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It looks like Nintendo's 2026 is going to have its good and bad like any year, but remember to like and subscribe, and peace out.